This year, we prepared to elevate our game by becoming the first operators to introduce higher betting limits and extend a more responsible way to deliver casino credit. And also to protect tribal gaming with the recent accomplishment of minimizing the impact of sports betting across the state, which we plan to introduce this year. These are major accomplishments, and we have the privilege to serve during this historical shift in our environment. It is important for us to remember that the allure of gaming can be difficult for some to resist and cause serious consequences on the physical, emotional, and financial health of our community. It is critical that we bring forward the skill set required to continue to keep our guests safe and gaming responsibly by learning to understand and identify what gaming responsibly looks like. The values within our Spirit of Tulichin program serve as a reminder during a time like this to build relationships with our guests and offer mutual respect to those that may need guidance during difficult times. Let's always be sure to understand our own impact and extend a helping hand to those that may be struggling.
Responsible gaming programs are good customer service. We've all had friends or family members that maybe have struggled from time to time. And, I certainly would hope that as they're out in the community and, embarking in different activities, that if somebody, recognized certain behavior patterns that showed that maybe this person was struggling, that if that company or organization directed them to the right area and to the right resources, I would look positively on that. That's somewhere I would want to spend my money and return to.
Just again, to remind everybody how important this is, because this isn't something that you just touch on, on an annual basis once a year. This is something that yes, you need to reinforce it once a year, but it's something that has to be in the forefront of people's mind when they're on the casino floor. As soon as they walk in the back door, it's just kind of a reminder of something that we have to do as part of our responsibilities.
Well, as we grow and as more people come to visit us, responsible gaming programs are going to be more and more important, because there's going to be more individuals that are visiting property, and the chances that, someone comes on property that might be struggling with a gambling issue, it's just more likely that we're going to see that. So making sure that our staff is trained and understands how to recognize those behaviors and can direct those folks to the resources that they might need is better for everybody.
So the reasons for the policies and procedures as far as the problem gambling issues, to me, are based on the ability for the casino to address those concerns and have the steps that our team members are aware of, and give them opportunities to identify those possibilities and help people if they're in need.
I think it's, our guests, you never know who they're going to establish a connection with while they're on property. We have a lot of great employees that are very outgoing, all the way from our EVS staff that takes care of cleaning the carpets and picking up glasses on the floor, to our security officers, to our dealers, anybody that they feel comfortable speaking with. We want them to understand how to get these folks help if they need it.
We know that this is an important program that we need to invest in, that we need to share, that we need to continue to discuss, because it is something that affects our industry. And if it affects our industry, we want to be the leader in taking the responsibility of acknowledging that and sharing it with people as they join us, as they leave us, or as they are within our facility, that they know that we understand that it's out there and here's how we can find you help.
These things are important, and that taking care of our guests and making sure that we're being responsible, that we market to the appropriate people, it's good business at the end of the day. And that, the more we can be great stewards in the community, the more folks are going to want to come visit us. I'd say the top three things that our staff really needs to take away from this training is that, responsible gaming is important. There's folks out there that do struggle, and that we need to be able to recognize those patterns of behavior that, maybe we can detect somebody that is struggling and point them in the right direction, give them some literature, let them know where our surrounding areas are, where they might be able to get some assistance. Again, that's just great guest service. That's, looking out for our guests and really creating, hopefully, what is a long-term relationship with our whole community. We don't want to be seen as a company that is just looking have a short-term mind frame when it comes to our operations. We want long-term guests, folks that are going to be here responsibly and safely and have a good time.
And that's what I want people to know, that it's not just a one-time thing. This is something we're going to continue to do. We're just getting started, and we're going to continue to improve it as we grow. A responsible gaming program, again, goes back to the full picture, the ability for this industry and also this property, but the industry to acknowledge and to know that when someone does have issues, that there is information there. There's programs to follow. There's contacts that they can use, and it's also the ability to be that good corporate citizen.
I would just add that Angel of the Winds is dedicated to being a front runner for health and safety on our properties for all of our employees and all of our guests. That includes, the fact that we opened non-smoking, and we're going to stay that way. That includes, making sure that we have proper security personnel to make sure that we don't have anyone on site that's acting unruly. And it goes with responsible gaming as well. That the health and safety of our employees and guests is number one for us, and that we're going to do everything we can to create a great, safe environment for them.